Hi, I'm Ariel Italic, and you're watching What the Font. It's the show where I take some wild guesses in an authoritative tone. Today's topic is one with which I am intimately familiar: doing badly. We all want to do what we're good at and be good at what we do, and the opposite can freak us out. So let's lean right in and discuss what it is like when you just suck. The first point is also the most obvious, but it's one that I need to be reminded of constantly. You have to be bad at something before you get good at it. And you have to be bad at it probably for a while. I spent years, literal years, where I was not good at drag, but I had to keep being not good to get to this level of And it should be noted that while I am at a place where I am proud of what I do, it is not universally accepted that I am successful. Quite the contrary, there are plenty of people who are not that impressed with my drag, nor do they have to be. I think I'm good, but that is where it ends. You can't force someone else to think that you're great. And that's the challenge here, is that because there are so few things that are empirically judgeable as good, you might feel the same way when you get good that you did when you thought you were bad at it, because everyone's a fucking critic. Yes, there are certain skills like running faster that you sort of have a measure on because you either are or are not faster, but most things are just kind of like, I don't know, am I a good writer? She likes it, they don't. Ugh. And leaving everyone else's opinion out of it, you have to personally come to grips with being bad at things, because being good is not the only measure of success. You can do things and outright fail, but still have a good time. Look at a karaoke bar. Yes, there are people who could be on Broadway, who could release albums, blah blah blah. They're not doing that. They're just at a karaoke bar singing. You know who else is at a karaoke bar singing? The drunk guy who can't hold a tune. You know what he's having? Fun. He's having a successful night too, because he's out drinking with his friends, killing it. It doesn't matter if he's good. And not to be a dad here, but doing things that you're bad at builds character. You can go to an art class when you're not a good artist, and learn to see the world differently. Learn to look at an apple and see not just red, but shades of purple and blue and brown and green that you didn't think were there. You can change your outlook. It's not about getting better, it's about taking a new look at things. And lastly, and most importantly, practicing being bad at something gets you over the fear of being bad at something. If you have a hobby that you're not particularly good at, then you might stop passing up opportunities because you're afraid of looking stupid. You will walk through more doors if you're not worried about falling on your face as soon as you get through them. You might trip over the landing, but you will stand up, dust yourself off, and try again. The example I often use is that when I first got my gym membership, I waited like 2 weeks to go because I was just agonizing about how dumb I would look. I don't know how to use the machines, I'm not strong enough to lift the big weights, I'm just some skinny guy who doesn't belong there. So I show up the first day, and I get on the treadmill, and I start like a light jog. I figure, I can't fuck this up. Then 5 minutes in, one of my earbuds pops out, and I casually reach down to grab it and reinsert it, but I lose my balance. And I spend what feels like 10 years stumbling and staggering and trying to get back up before falling, rolling, and then being ejected backwards into the sort of aisle behind us. And several people stopped to check to make sure I'm okay because I caused a commotion. Was I embarrassed? Yes. Did I kinda wish I wasn't there? Absolutely. Did I get back on the treadmill? Sure. Did I go back the next day? Yes. Sometimes you are too clumsy to run on a treadmill, but you just keep doing it. What are your other options? So my challenge to all of you is to find something at which you stink and to do it with gusto. Go bang on that piano even though you've never taken a lesson. Get in front of that mirror and shake what you got even though you can't dance to save your life. It doesn't matter if your cake belongs on Nailed It. It probably still tastes fine. We should all be worse at things, because what's the worst that could happen? I'm Ariel Italic, you're whoever you are, and I'm not very good at making a YouTube show.